Hi guys, I'm here with Module 13, and the first question is, after reviewing the copyright and fair use websites, which areas surprised you the most as breaking copyright laws or not meeting the fair use criteria? And I was surprised to learn that some of the videos that we use, like in classrooms from YouTube, actually need to have permission from the person we have obtained it from in order to share it with the classroom, and I wasn't aware of that. In my previous assignment that we did for the online learning, or whichever one we had to do for the classroom, I used one of the YouTube videos, and I didn't even think about asking for permission. So it's something I hadn't even considered. I thought, since it's so easily disposable for us to, um, share that link or drop the link into the Google Classroom, you think it's okay, but you actually have to ask for permission and be able to use it and share it. And then second one says, what examples have you experienced where educators have broken copyright laws of fair use policies? And I'll just give you guys an example from my personal experience. And I've also seen other teachers that have actually used, YouTube videos as well. And I mean, I haven't asked them, but they might have asked for permission and they might have not. So I'm not sure on that part. I just know that a lot of teachers actually use YouTube videos and they share it with the classrooms. And the second part to that is it really that big of a deal? In my opinion, I don't think it's a big of a deal simply because we are using those to help our students learn and get education or have a better understanding of what the topic that we are discussing is about. And so I don't think we're using it to harm anybody or in any harmful way. It's not like we're reproducing it and selling it. We're just sharing that knowledge with the rest of the students or our coworkers. The third question is, how did you score on the fair use quiz from the csus.edu site, and what questions surprised you? And I scored fairly bad. I scored a 10 out of 21, which was a 65%. And some of those questions I thought were I don't know, maybe I felt like they were like they asked, but you think you know the answer to it and then you don't. I don't know if that makes sense. So, like, the first question that was on it is said, the owner of the local Blockbuster video store supports the school by donating one videotape rental free to the school every Friday. The video is shown in the multi-purpose room to reward students with perfect attendance that week. This is fair use. I didn't know if that would have been considered fair use, and I guess I said it was true, but it's false. So some of those questions kind of are a little bit tricky or more difficult for me to differentiate between the two, and I think it was pretty much those that kind of I got wrong because they seem like it would be okay, but I guess they're not okay to use, or the ones those are the questions that kind of got me. And the other one, it says let's see, I got number 6 wrong, and it said copyright materials used in multimedia projects may remain in the student's portfolio forever, and I said false, but I guess that's true. I guess I need to go back and do some more research on some of this fair use and the guidelines. I mean, I did write down that there are 4 types of consideration that judges use to determine if they are fair use. And the first one is the nature of the use. The second one is the nature of the work. The third one is extent of the use, and the last one is its economic effect. And so those are the ones that are considered. And then they also have 2 key questions that they ask to determine if they are fair use. And the first question is, was it transformed for a different purpose? So was it used differently to help point out a different point of view, or completely different from what it was originally? The second part to that is, was the material taken appropriately? Was it being used kindly? And so if those questions are answered yes, then that is considered fair use. And so I learned a little bit about it, but I need to go back and try to see if I can have a little bit more of an understanding when it comes to real life examples like the quiz provided.